Hello, welcome. This is Joe. Today I want to talk about some plumbing things. So with your sink drain, there's no garbage disposal in your RV, as most RVs are this way. So you want to be careful what you let go down the drain. Obviously small crumbs would be okay. But anything, like say you're cooking and you make you boil some water, you make some pasta. The pasta water, you're not going to want to let go down the drain because of what's in the pasta water, which would be from the pasta, which leaves like a sticky residue. You may not realize it, but when you make pasta, it leaves like this residue behind on that boiling water when you drain the water. So when you go to drain the water, instead of just draining it into the sink, we got this cool contraption on here that just clips on. With these two clips, you can clip it onto any bowl and turns it into basically an easy way to strain. And then actually we did some pasta tonight, so this is actually some pasta water from earlier, from a couple hours ago. As you see, it's already getting kind of pretty thick, but always pretty much all you do is just like you drain it into the sink, you would just drain it right into a bowl. We end up doing some tin foil in a bowl, or in this case it's a measuring cup, because then that way once this hardens, so by morning this will be pretty thick, almost hard. So we'll end up, actually kind of becomes like a gel, I guess. It gels up, I guess would be the easiest way to explain it. So in the morning we'll just fold up this tin foil and then just throw it in the trash. Another way you could do it is you could just, after you pour it into a bowl or like this, a measuring cup, when you're done cooking, you can take it outside and dump it. The only thing with that is it could attract animals or bugs, depending on the time of year it is. So we recommend just doing the tinfoil trick, and then you can just throw that tinfoil, just wrap it up and then throw it in your trash once it cools off, and once it kind of gums up more or becomes a little more thick. You want to do the same thing with like baking grease. You don't want to allow baking grease to go down your drain. Boiled water from soup. I'm trying to think what else. Those are kind of the main ones that you don't want to let go down your drain. That's just going to preserve your gray tanks, because always, obviously, everything that goes down here is going into that gray tank, and then it will then, when you flush it out, it will then get emptied. But with like pasta water or baking grease, that will gum up and stick to the sides of the black tank walls, to the bottom of it, to the top, to any sensors, and then it's a lot harder to clean. So when you flush those tanks or just dump those tanks, it's not going to clean all that out, so that's going to make it easy for other things to then stick to your tank, and then over time that'll cause buildup, and then you'll have to have a service or somebody come out and actually clean your gray tank out completely. So this is just a way to preserve your gray tank and make things flow a little bit better, and so you don't clog any drains. Obviously this also helps just the drain in general, not just your gray tank. And the same thing when you are dumping your tanks, it won't gum up any of your valves that open and close, as well as your sewer hose, or your stinky slinky as some people call it. So when you're flushing those tanks, when you're dumping them and flushing them, then there won't be anything gummed up in there going down, so it will keep all that clean and fresh. Well, not fresh, but you know what I mean. It's going to keep it cleaner and easy to maintain, so you don't have to have a plumber or somebody come out and clean it. But yeah, so that's kind of some kitchen tips here for that. So thanks for watching, and we will catch you next time. Have a great day.